race, I'm a survivor. You represent, we got a list of names. One by one, they going down in the flames.
Quillen on inline skates, and the referee has already stopped the fight.
Better get ready to settle this. There's gonna be no mercy.
Oh, it certainly is now. Huge right hand and calm down. And is he going to get up? It doesn't look like it.
Rise up. There ain't gonna be no mercy. When we rise up, there ain't gonna be no mercy. When we rise up.
Great fight for boxing, great fight for those two fighters, great fight. I mean, Danny Jacobs is one of my favorite people in the world because of him defeating cancer like he did, and Canelo is one of my favorite fighters in the world because Canelo can freaking fight, and I know they say Mexican style, Canelo can fight all styles, and I love him for that. So it's like, it's a great fight. I'm so happy for both guys. It should be a great night for them, and I can't wait.
Yeah, that's going to be a badass fight. That's going to be a good-ass fight right there. Jacobs is good. Jacobs is a good boxer. Jacobs can bang. You know, Canelo, man, he been looking good to me. I thought he won his second fight with Triple G. I don't know, man. I don't know. Two boxer punches, you know. Two boxer punches.
That's a good fight. I can't even pick on that. I'm a fan of that. I believe that Canelo's a good fighter. I think that loss against Floyd helped him out a lot. I don't think it's no favor. I don't think so. I think it's a 50-50 fight, if you ask me.
I'm watching Danny see the amateurs, you know, and there's a lot of things he does out of both stances. Very fluid fighter. When he's focused, he's on. It's just he doesn't always come off as focused as some certain fights, but when he's on, he's on. And I think it's one of those fights where, you know, he's going to get up for it. I think a motivated Jacobs is a problem for anybody. A motivated Canelo is obviously a problem for a lot of guys. So it's interesting. It's a good fight.
To me, it's a 50-50. To me, Danny Jacobs has the will, has the determination, has the strength. You know, it's very tough to put down a Daniel Jacobs. You know, because he keeps getting back up. That's who he is. That's what he is in life. So you know, it's Canelo's in for a great fight. Jacobs is in for a great fight. It's gonna be one of those fights where you really do not want to miss.
Good fight. I know everybody's picking. You know, Canelo to be able to run through Jacobs, but I like Jacobs. I know him from the amateurs. I'm rooting for Jacobs. I think Jacobs brings a different dynamic because of his size, because he's long and rangy. You know what I mean? He's long and rangy, and he can box, and he has good punching power too. So I just think he just bring a different element, something that Canelo, to me, haven't seen yet. But have a catch weight or whatever, you can't rehydrate to all of that. Man, I don't like that, man. I just like, be a man, bro. You know what I mean? Go up and face the man. You know what I mean? You want to be great? Like, yo, they didn't do that back in the days. Oh, it's a catch weight. Man, no. Go to 47, you fight 47. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it should be.
Right.
That's the way that Garcia's doing it. He's going up to 47. He ain't saying, oh, meet me in the middle. Meet me at 43. I'm a small guy. Nah, 47. 54, 60, 68, and on up. You know what I mean? And that's the way it should be. But, you know, it's a good money fight, and I'm happy to see that, you know, Danny's finally gonna get that money. You know, I want fighters to make as much money as they possibly can. $100 million if they can. Make it. You know what I mean? Because I know what they go through.
That's going to be a tough fight. I think that fight is going to be tougher for Canelo than Triple G fight was, because I think Triple G is a little one-dimensional. If his style isn't working, he ain't going to switch it up. He's kind of come forward, and he can crack, he got a punch. Danny Jacobs, you know, he can do both. He can walk forward, he can move, he can box. And I think it's going to be a little more difficult for Canelo, but I think Canelo still pull it up.
I think it's a 50-50 fight. You know, anything can happen. Canelo Alvarez has the experience, you know, on over Daniel Jacobs, and Daniel Jacobs, you know, he's very talented. He might have the edge when it comes to the speed. The power, I'd say they're both the same. You know, they both have great power punches. Body punches would have to go towards Canelo. And counter punching, they're both great counter punchers. They just do it in different ways. I'd say Daniel Jacobs has better footwork than Canelo does. So at the end of the day, like I said, it's a 50-50 fight, but it's all about who's going to come up with a better game plan and who executes it better.
Canelo's
Canelo's going to have to deal with a fighter that probably has more size than anyone he's faced in his career, including Rocky Fielding and including Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Jacobs gets real big on that second day. Now, maybe he won't because of that second day weigh-in with the IBF, but he's blown it off before, and maybe we'll see him go up to 100 to 180, 185 pounds on the night of the fight. How Canelo deals with that is the biggest factor for him. And Jacobs, can he keep the body attack off of him? Canelo is great to the body. Jacobs has to keep that jab working. I think Jacobs is a little bit past his prime. But what I saw against Derevchenko, I thought Derevchenko actually won that fight. Narrow, didn't have a problem with the decision, but I thought he won it. Jacobs going to have to fight the fight of his life to win that one.
I think this is the right time for Canelo to beat Jacobs. Just going back and watching Jacobs, he's a great fighter. He's still in the business. I think he's already at the point where Canelo can beat him, and not only beat him, but can stop him or knock him out. I mean, his last fight in New York, I was there, and I saw him fight a Ukrainian or Russian fighter. And I was watching that fight, and I was putting Canelo in that position, and I see Canelo doing more damage. Canelo he's stronger, more compact, smarter. He attacks to the body more, and I just see this fight being a great fight in the first 6 rounds, but Canelo breaking Jacobs down with a lot of body work and possibly stopping him or knocking him out in the 8th, 9th, maybe 10th round.
Canelo Jacobs, good fighter. I mean, Jacobs, a good friend of mine, good boxer. Really good in a good fight, fighting a good puncher. That's it. They both can fight very well, you know. I think he uses his jab and his reach advantage and doesn't fights a smart fight. I think he can win be outbox this guy. But he's a big puncher. He's very dangerous, and one punch can change everything. So it's a great matchup, though, and I love when the best fight the best. And that's what we need more of in this sport.
You know, I think that, you know, I'm happy for Jacobs. He's got the fight because he's been through a lot in his life, personal life, and you know he's getting a great payday. And you know, maybe he could beat Canelo, but he's never going to get a decision. You're never going to get the decision with him unless you knock him out and you know he's on the floor for a minute or two, because you know Canelo is the only man they tried to rob Floyd Mayweather for. You know, they give it a majority decision. So you know, I feel sorry for him in one way because he's probably got the tools to beat Canelo. But will he? I doubt it because of the politics in boxing. Sometimes that's what stops fights from happening. That's what stopped me and Andre from happening at the minute until I put myself in a better position. And you know, that fight the same. I really wish him all the best and I hope he does the job.
That's a good fight. I mean, Danny's a big opponent, but you know, I like Canelo a lot. You know, I feel like Canelo's a real fighter. You know, I feel like he has good skills. He's talented. He's very technically sound. And with Danny Jacobs, you know, he has the power. He has the speed. He has the quickness. And I think it's a very interesting fight. Just like when Danny Jacobs went Triple G.
I wasn't sure whether Canelo and Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy would take up the challenge of Danny Jacobs, but they did, and I respect them for that because it's a hell of a fight, Daniel Jacobs has told me for a long time he will beat Canelo Alvarez, and now he gets his chance. Cinco de Mayo, we've delivered him arguably the biggest fight in the sport of boxing to be made right now. It's a wonderful fight between two great competitors, and like I said, it's a massive night for DAZN, you know, giving fans these incredible fights with no pay-per-view price. This is a $90, $100 fight every day long, not for DAZN subscribers. So it's massive for us, massive for Danny Jacobs, huge to Canelo, and again, respect to them both for taking this big challenge.